of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will you join me in prayer, please? Supreme Architect of the universe, we invoke thy blessing at this time. May this meeting thus begun in peace and closed in harmony. It's in your name, it's in your Son's name I most humbly pray. Amen.
I'm sure Danny's out at the cash match.
Yeah, he's got to work. He's got to work. What's what we got? Upside down. You've been playing, haven't you?
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all, sir. Nothing. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Thursday, August the 8th, 2013 public business meeting. Gentlemen, are there any additions or deletions to our agenda?
No, sir.
I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes of our August 1st, 2013 public business meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Brody, seconded by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, gentlemen, under presentation, item number 1 is the National Health Center Week proclamation. I understand that Ms. Carolyn Thrasher is here from the Tri-State Community Health Center. How are you? Good. Would you like to come to the podium and make a statement?
On behalf of Tri-State Community Health Center, I'd like to thank you for the proclamation and for everything that community gives to us and allows us to give back to them. We're glad to be able to provide health care to the community and to be part of the surrounding area.
Wonderful. You all do a wonderful job, and we're very, very much appreciative
We're very glad to do
of
it.
everything that you do. Would you join us up here for the proclamation, please? Allegheny County, Maryland proclamation. Whereas community health centers are an important component of America's healthcare system and specifically help the medically underserved. And whereas community health centers provide high quality, cost-effective, preventative, and primary health care needs by individuals and do so where and when it is needed. And whereas community health centers improve the health and quality of life for all individuals served and thereby enhance the communities fortunate to have these centers. Now, therefore, we, the County Commissioners of Allegany County, hereby proclaim the week of August 11th through the 17th, 2013 as National Health Center Week in Allegany County, and ask all to join with us to recognize the multifaceted contributions of the Tri-State Community Health Care Center in Allegany County. In witness whereof we have hereunto set our hands to be caused the great seal of Allegany County, Maryland, to be affixed this 8th day of August in the year 2013. County Commissioners of Allegany County, signed by all three. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Did we get another Ms. Thrasher? Mr. DeVore's not over there. We can be balanced. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Commissioners, item number 2 is a introduction of Code Home Rule Bill 5-13, amendments to the Allegheny County Public Ethics Law. Mr. Rudd.
Yes, you have for your consideration, Commissioners, a code bill which amends the current ethics law. Our law was submitted to the State Ethics Commission for review. We actually used their model law, but they had 2 suggested changes. Some of this is because they actually changed their law in the interim. One of them deals with gifts. This is a gift by a public official. Basically what the law currently says is that public officials can receive gifts as long as the value does not exceed $50. they're recommending that it be $20 because that is consistent with the state law. What the state ethics law says that our law cannot be any more generous, if you will, than the state law. So that was one of the changes, that it would be from 50 to 20. The second one deals with lobbying. The law currently says is that if somebody intends to influence or lobby the commissioners, if they spend more in a calendar year in excess of $200 on food or entertainment or gifts, they have to register as a lobbyist with Allegheny County. The state's recommending that that be $100, that it be less than what ours says. So it's two things. It'd be the gift thing and the lobbying. Everything else would stay the same.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions? I'd like to entertain a motion for the exception of Code Home Rule Bill 5-13.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Valentine, seconded by Commissioner Brody. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Introduction received.
And there would be a hearing at your next meeting.
Next meeting?
Yes.
Okay, which will be in 2 weeks. Gentlemen, item number 3, Schroeder Industries, LLC. Mr. Rudd.
Yes, back in November 29, 2012, the Commissioner entered into a contract with Schroeder Industries, LLC to purchase the building they actually currently occupy as a tenant in the North Branch Industrial Park. All of the technicalities have been concluded. There was an environmental study and some other things that they required. We're now in a position to close, so the motion authorizes the consummation of that contract of sale and authorizes Commissioner McKay to sign on behalf of the county all the closing documents. And the proposal is that this would close this coming Monday. For the record, the purchase price is $600,000. They have been a tenant for many years, and so they were given consideration for the fact that they were a tenant. That's why the price is
That was in their original agreement.
That's right, exactly.
Okay. Gentlemen, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the President of the Board of County Commissioners to execute all necessary documents at the closing with Schroeder Industries, LLC for their acquisition of the multi-tenant building located in the North Branch Industrial Park. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Commissioner McKay, seconded by Commissioner Brody. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Commissioners, Matthew, will you come to the podium real quick, please? You could elaborate just briefly for us about the
Sure.
significance of this project.
Good evening, Commissioners. Just kind of building on what Bill outlined, the details of the sale and how we got to this point with Schroeder, but Gus Schroeder, the president of Schroeder Industries, could not be here tonight. He's traveling in Chicago. He was here, I believe, back when we originally signed the contract of sale. And he wanted me to express to the commissioners his sincere thanks for working with the company for so many years. He views this as a positive step. They do have an expansion plan on the table. We've done some preliminary talks and engineering with them and their folks. So at some point in the future, Gus said when his schedule allows for it and they're closer to actually doing the expansion, he wants to come in again and brief the commissioners. And he lastly wanted to express his gratitude to Attorney Rudd for his collegial working with Tom Totten, their attorney, and expediting the documents. So
Strike that from the record. I do not want to fill his head.
But in summary, the company is very grateful to the county. They're excited. They've been here a long time. They plan to stay here, and this is all good.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir. Commissioners, item number 4, Resolution 13-14, the United States Bicycle Route 50. Mr. Cool, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Commissioners. This is simply a resolution to request that the Great Allegany County Passage be made part of what would become National Bicycle Route 50, which would, if ever completed, would go from Washington, D.C. out to California. This is mostly to promote the use of these trails. They've been successful with this with another U.S. route, particularly down in the Virginia area. So Maryland's interested in getting involved now. The resolution would also request that the Maryland Secretary of Transportation apply for this designation. So,
Okay.
if there are any other questions,
You do realize Commissioner McKay has said that he wants to be the first to ride from D.C. to California on his
In a
bike.
car, maybe. Actually, more like maybe a motorhome. I don't want to be in the car that long.
If you take all your kids and stuff, it would look more like a train.
Yeah, it's a bus. That's true. That is a bus. So maybe I could buy one of the buses from Allegany County Transit or something like that. You know, that large.
Comfortable on a long trip like that.
Item 4.
Item 4.
There's a motion on the table.
Yeah, well, it isn't yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd like to entertain a motion.
There you go.
To authorize the Board of County Commissioners to adopt the resolution endorsing the designation of the Great Allegany Passage as a part of the United States Bicycle Route 50.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Valentine, seconded by Commissioner Brody. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Jason, you squinted there. Is there like money going to come out? I mean,
No, I need some glasses.
okay. You had a little bit of heartburn on that one. Okay. Mr. Everly, what say you on our consent agenda, sir?
Commissioners, we have 3 items on the agenda for you to consider tonight. We have a kiosk grant agreement with the Maryland Department of Transportation. It's for $20,000. There's no county match required. That kiosk, if we accept the grant and we develop it, it'll be located at mile marker 0 down at Canal Place. And also on the agenda tonight is our 2-year contract renewal with Vision Benefits of America. And Commissioners, also on the agenda tonight is an item referencing reappointments to the Mental Health Advisory Board.
Okay. Commissioners, like to entertain a motion to accept our consent agenda.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Brody, seconded by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. What's on your desk, Mr. Everly?
Commissioners, we did have a bid opening on Tuesday of this week for the Jeffries Road Culvert Replacement Project. We did have 2 responsive bidders. We have ordered those documents back to Public Works for a formal recommendation, and we anticipate awarding that contract in 2 weeks.
Okay. Mr. Rudd?
Nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioners? Commissioners Valentine?
Me? Okay. Well, gentlemen, I would like to make a motion to begin a little project we've talked about loosely throughout the last year and a half or so. The motion would be that we begin the process of establishing a scholarship fund at Allegany College of Maryland to pay tuition costs of students of Allegany County residents that meet certain criteria that would be set forth by ACM. The funds for this scholarship fund would be set as a percentage of the funds from gaming operations at Rocky Gap. Nothing would come out of the pilot program or the hotel motel tax. This would strictly be from the gaming operations, and it would be a percentage of that income, so we would hold in reserve funds for future needed funding for volunteer fire department, for Board of Education, whatever else it would come up. If this motion passes, I would like to instruct Jason Bennett to start tracking the monthly income we get from there, and Jason would be the one that would come up with the percentage of those funds that he would feel that would be safe for us to put into this scholarship program. And I would also begin a conversation with Dr. Bambera so ACM could set the criteria for the students that would receive these funds. I see this as a win-win deal for the students of the county, for their parents, for Allegany College as a whole, and also I would say that it would be a economic development piece, hopefully keeping these students in Allegany County Allegheny County for their first 2 years of college. We would hope then that they would stay here and begin their careers in Allegheny County.
Would Commissioner, would this be similar to like the Garrett County kind of program?
Well, not nearly as large as Garrett County's program. You know, they have a rather large property tax income because of the summer homes and all they have there. So we couldn't offer to fund every student from Allegheny County, such as what Garrett County does. So these students would be basically selected once they could meet certain criteria, and that would all be handled by Allegheny College.
And is your idea going to affect the general fund, or?
No, nothing would come out of our general fund. This is strictly would come out of the gaming revenue that we'll see from Rocky Gap. You know, we realize that the professional gaming in the county could cause some social issues, and this would be a way of remedying some social issues, use the same funding. So this would strictly be coming from the gaming income from Rocky Gap.
Okay, because I just want to make sure that our general fund goes for our 3 pillars of education, public works, and public safety.
Well, there'd be nothing out of the general fund, but this is feeding that pillar of education.
Okay. All right. There is a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any more discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Jason, go to work. No one has signed up today. Remind everyone that our next public business meeting will be Thursday, August 22nd, 2013 at 5 o'clock in room 100. Remind everyone to look at the news release about the fire hydrant flushing schedule. And we appreciate you all taking the time to have an interest in your government, and we hope you have a nice evening.